Assassin's Creed Shadows has a lot of very high expectations that it's trying to live up to in order to bring back Assassin's Creed to the top where it used to be. But the Assassin's Creed community is very well known to have conflicting opinions about what they actually want in the games and what they prefer to have in the games. So I thought of making this video in order to tell you what my top 5 features are that I think Assassin's Creed Shadows needs to succeed as an Assassin's Creed game and to bring back the series to what it used to be. But before I get into it, if you like the video, please like, subscribe, and help me reach my goal of 1000 subscribers before Assassin's Creed Shadows releases. So let's get straight into it with the first feature that I think Assassin's Creed Shadows needs, and that's the Brotherhood recruit system from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed Revelations. We had similar systems in the past with the Kenway fleet or with the gang system with Assassin's Creed Syndicate, but nothing as good as what we had in Assassin's Creed 2. You had your own assassin network with recruiting allies and sending them on missions to grow stronger, and this mechanic gave players the thrill of building their own network of assassins, and I think that really added to the world of Assassin's Creed, and it elevated Ezio to be one of the bigger assassins, to make him feel like someone important in the Assassin's Creed guild, and I think that's a very good thing to bring back in Assassin's Creed Shadows. We already know that there's gonna be a sort of spy network in the game, but I don't know if it's deep enough to be considered on the same level as the Brotherhood recruit system, so I'm hoping that they bring that back. I think we also had a very similar thing in Assassin's Creed 3, but by far my favorite system was in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed Revelations. So I think if that is brought back in Assassin's Creed Shadows, it's gonna bring a lot of people back to the game, and it's gonna make the assassins in the game feel like more of a threat to the Templars and not just some random people running around the street killing. The second feature I think they should bring back in Assassin's Creed Shadows is the mission replay or the progress tracker. We had this in games up until Syndicate, and then Origins removed it, and since then we didn't have this feature back. It was one of my favorite things that honestly I think the gaming community as a whole kind of forgot in the past couple of years. Replaying missions really is a big part of gaming, at least for me. There's a lot of badass moments, interesting moments, just story things that I want to experience again that we had in other games, and it was as simple as opening the menu, pressing on the progress tracker, choosing a mission, and replaying. Nowadays we don't have that, and it's one of my very big pet peeves with games nowadays. If I want to play the snake mission in Assassin's Creed Origins where you assassinate one of the Templars and Bayek has a dream vision with a huge snake, I have to replay the whole game, which I think is kind of a loss. Same thing with Mirage. There's a ton of assassinating opportunities and fun things in that game that I would love to just go back and replay, but I have to play the whole game again in order to experience them. And I think that's a very big loss, and if the mission replay thing is back in Assassin's Creed Shadows, it would let us explore the game more and enjoy it more and just connect to the characters more. Feature number 3 that I would like to see back is better endgame, and I'm mainly speaking of Assassin's Creed Odyssey here. The mercenary system and the war system were both very nice things to have in Assassin's Creed, and they just added to the end game playability of the game. It was randomly generated mercenaries who you can go and hunt down yourself, or if you make problems with the open world, they would follow you based on how many problems you made. It's kind of like a star system in GTA, but they were randomly generated. Each one of the mercenaries has something unique about them when it comes to their clothes, the way they fight, their companion if they have one, and the loot that they gave you. And the more you kill of them, the higher rank your character will be in the mercenary ranking thing, which will also give you more rewards to play with. And it was just a nice replayable thing that would add more to the game and the open world. Same thing with the war system, where you can weaken certain parts of the country and let one of the main two armies take over. You can assassinate leaders, burn supply boxes, and just take over camps, and by the end you would get to play part of this big war mission where the other side just takes over this part of the country. It's not that deep, true, it's not amazing world building, but it is a lot to the end game of the game, and I do think that it would add a lot, because one of my main problems with Valhalla was this, that it focused a lot on content but not replayable content. The only replayable thing that I kinda liked in Assassin's Creed Valhalla were the daily missions that Reda would give you, but they were so damn boring after like 4 of them that I just didn't want to do them anymore, but they had a good idea behind them. The system in Odyssey was done way, way, way better, and I think if they add those kinds of systems, it doesn't have to be a full-blown war like it was in Odyssey, but just something to replay that's actually fun to replay, not something boring and something that lets you express yourself, whether you want to take over this part of the country with stealth and assassinating its leader, or just openly take over camps while fighting everyone on your way. It was your choice, and I think that added a lot to the game, and I would like to see that back in Assassin's Creed Shadows, or I guess in a future installment. Feature number 4 that I would like to see back is social stealth and blending mechanics, and just a better overall open world sandbox in the game. Assassin's Creed Mirage did a fine job bringing it back, but I think it was a half measure and it wasn't as good as the old games. Assassin's Creed Valhalla just straight up removed it. They acted like they brought it back, but actually they didn't. It was basically useless, and most of your abilities were focused on actual abilities that you can use while fighting. You didn't have tools like we had in the old game, and I think that was a big loss. What I would like to see in the new Assassin's Creed game is a better sandbox. Whether it comes to the social stealth, the blending mechanics, or just the tools that you have, I think they should emphasize more the variety that you have, the options of using this variety. You can sneak in through crowds, you can assassinate from afar, you can use your sleep darts to make people fall asleep and then go in. There were just a lot of options in the sandbox of Assassin's Creed back in the day that I think we've been missing in the past couple of years. Again, Assassin's Creed Odyssey did a good job with it, Assassin's Creed Origins also did, but not as good as the old games, and I would like to see that back. And finally, feature number 5 that I would like to see back is the Blackbox Assassination missions. It's kinda connected to the replay thing that I talked about in point 2, but the Blackbox Assassination missions were just very, very fun to play through with many options that they give you. We had these in Assassin's Creed Unity and Syndicate. I think both games did a fine job with them. They expanded them in Syndicate, and they kinda brought them back in Mirage, but again, since Mirage doesn't have a replay thing, I couldn't replay them unless I want to replay the whole game. But Black Box Assassination missions basically are mini Hitman levels, and you get to assassinate a target in many different ways. There's opportunities that you can use to get closer to the target, or to distract guards, or to sneak in through different ways. There was a ton of replay value in these missions, and let you express yourself as an assassin. Just your own thoughts of how you want to assassinate this target. It was fun, and I would like to see it back because it gave a lot to the game, both when it comes to replay value and just fun in general, and letting you express yourself in this world. So those are the top 5 features that I'm hoping to see in Assassin's Creed Shadows or in future installments, from classic mechanics like the recruit system to the newer things like the Black Box Assassinations. I think that these features would add a lot and make Shadows truly stand out in the franchise. But either way, I think Shadows is gonna be a fine game. I'm excited to play it, but what do you think? Which features do you think Assassin's Creed Shadows needs? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Assassin's Creed content, and have a nice day.